Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on another team from the SEC, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Sooners will kick it away to start. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Alabama Crimson Tide offense will take the field for the first possession of this game. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick, the ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day, and I think, Jesse, you take that, and you start to...
Breaks into the open! They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
Really good-looking run. You think about the legacy Alabama has at the running back position. It's ridiculous. Mark Ingram won a Heisman, obviously. Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs. I'm going to go back to Sean Alexander, who I played against back in the day, too. All these guys had speed. All these guys had vision and quickness. And this guy right here, he has all of those traits himself. Just another big-time talent in the Crimson Tide backfield.
Now on second down. They'll give it to the back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. The give to the back. Look out, he's got room. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Wow, 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Back to pass, it's Wilkins. Pulls it in, it's Webb. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains, it's at the 22. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. Smashes it between the uprights. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. Out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Oklahoma Sooners offense has its first opportunity of the day. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollack, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback effectively. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really human when you hit him. Can he hit him and make him human?
He'll throw on third down. Finds the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Jones. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Hard running there. Ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in the hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
Here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. The give to the back. Down enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now on first down from the 43. Might as well give it to him again. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Alabama needs just a few inches here on third down. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
It's complete on the right side.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. From the gun, running back on the move. Powers forward but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front.
Man, and you see those sticks, and you're like, dude, 3rd and short, I just got to fall forward and get the first down, Palmer, but the defense comes up big and gets the stop.
So on offense, don't overthink this one. 4th and inches, just line up, something easy you know you can execute in your sleep and go keep this drive going.
We've reached the break, and Alabama has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. Give to the single back. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
You got to be impressed with this offense and how they've been able to run the football and move it down the field. Just being more physical in the trenches and getting some push. And leading by 3 right now down here in the red zone on 3rd down. I'm not so sure they won't run it again or give it to their running back in space and see if he can make something good happen.
Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Scoops it up, still a live ball.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. One drive is already ended with a field goal. They'll try to do it again. This time a rather long one from 46 yards out. It's good. The lead now 6 here in the second. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, every game in the SEC so vital to a team's season, and this one is no different. LSU had a dominant win, the kind the folks in Baton Rouge were used to in 2019 when Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, and Justin Jefferson led the Tigers to a national title. Talk about a special team. An SEC clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Trying to burn this defensive back. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. And the Sooners decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Here comes that Alabama offense. They put points on the board on a couple of drives, but now they like to stick one in the end zone. Looking for a man. It's Wilkins. It's complete to the right. Turning it on. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. Got enough for the first. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. A cornerstone of the Alabama program really throughout history has been be physical, establish a running game.
Yeah, great running backs. I mean, not only are you recruiting great players in the offensive line and skill and all over the place, but So many great backs that you can name off the top of your head that played at Alabama, that ran it with an edge, that ran it physical, that always represented that style. And you can see Alabama, they're always going to do this. They're going to establish the run.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got his man quickly. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tide with the 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. He'll pull it on the read. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. The Sooners can really attack on this 2nd and short. Defense in press coverage. Rides the back and leaves it. Got the 1st down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. You know, Oklahoma's DNA is being tough. They have a whole drill about being tough named after them, the Oklahoma drill, and they won that one.
And we've seen that kind of come and go some throughout the years, but it started with serious physicality back in the day when they ran the option and just hit you in the mouth. But, you know, football's involved, and that's the one thing about this offense. Can they keep their physicality and assert their physicality? The good Oklahoma teams are physical.
With the catch, it's Jones. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. The Sooners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Grabbed behind the line. It's Jones. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. Wants to throw again. Good timing on the quick out. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. The screen, he's got wheels. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. Finish a drive and put up points. Setting up for the extra point that would put them on top. And they move on top with the extra point, 7-6. They march 72 yards. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll leave it with him. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Now on 1st down from the 28. To the air, it's Wilkins. Using the quick game. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Back to pass on second down. Here's the pressure. Caught near the sticks. It's Webb. Russell down at the 43 after getting 5. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Got a man. It's Webb. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Got it in the middle. It's Webb. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Webb. Inside the 15. Out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. Alabama comes to the line with first and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. Quick strike complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to pass, it's Wilkins. They get to him as he throws. Oh, what a play, it's intercepted. Taking it the other way. He's inside the 40. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Tuscaloosa.
Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. The sure hands, it's Smith. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Jones. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Sooners are on the move. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the right. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. Last completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. They'll keep it on the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Quarterback on the keeper. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
really nice job by the defense playing responsibility football, making sure the quarterback couldn't make any of his reads, making sure the picture is not clear, getting downhill, getting the quarterback on the ground.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Jones. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Sooners now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Gonna swing it on second down. Fires to the tight end. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives. The best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody...
There he goes! Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. Alabama quickly back to the line. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Second down coming up. The give from the gun. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Touchdown, Bama! And that one will put him up here in the second half.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Buffalo needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Western New York behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by 10 to Louisiana. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Kind of like that big, reliable security. And that's what tight ends are a lot of times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down. This offense is feeling itself right now, and momentum's coming along with them. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Just a short pass to the tight end. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Sampson. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, they get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to make a play. They just got to get something positive to happen here, sort of wake them up, and then put another play back-to-back, and all of a sudden they get that momentum going. We know they've got the dudes. They've got the studs on both sides of the ball to win this football game. It just needs to start with one score.
High crowd, rolling noise down onto Saban Field on third down. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Second down, they'll go to the air. A little screen to the running back. And as they get into the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. He's looking downfield to throw. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And it slips just inside that right upright. All tied up here in the fourth quarter.
And they trust their kicker, and he drills it. He drills it, ties this game up early in the fourth quarter. Man, this one looks like it's going to be a great finish. We're all knotted up.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Rush. He gets a block. Got a little room. He's going to get loose. They won't get it. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Let's see what he can do with the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. And the Sooners in a good spot here with second and short. Snagged in the middle, it's Smith. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. Shakes off the defender. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Got it behind the line. It's Averill.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right foot.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. From the shotgun, the inside give. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. Touchdown, Oklahoma! A great catch and run for 6. The extra point here would tie the game.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Breaks into the open. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
The give out of the gun. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
Now, what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Wilkins. Puts it out of the air. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a 1st down.
The offense getting set for a 1st down from the 45. The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. Would they go for a big play on 1st and 10? Power football with the run. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. back to pass. Gonna try to get it himself. Oh, he's got some space. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Timeout call by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating momentum. Leaves it with the running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Lost yardage on that. They'll go with a direct snap. Runs through the tackle. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Direct snap. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going for it on fourth down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Touchdown, Alabama! And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead.
Man, what a great job with the execution in a moment where you had to have it. You score the touchdown, you take the lead. There's less than a minute to go in this game. All your defense has to do now is get a stop and you win.
Getting set for the point after. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They march 79 yards on the drive, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Quickly out to the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. They turn to the passing game on third and short. Makes the grab. It's Averill. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. He spikes it. Clock stops as they try to rally late. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes a connection. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack. He'll land the fourth. Gotta find a completion on this one. Bring in the heat. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. A hostile environment. can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David. They played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they weren't today, these are the types of moments that can jump up and bite you.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.